Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. It's the Arkansas State Red Wolves and the UNLV Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
In the desert, Allegiant Stadium is one of the biggest. Las Vegas gets it going for the UNLV Rebels, 65,000 plus. It can even be expanded to hold 72,000 fans. Dan Mullen's got it going. Can they continue to pack it in at UNLV? Reese?
Okay, Holly. And the Red Wolves will kick off first, and here we go. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Thomas. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Slips through the line, and there he goes. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Great place to start for this offense. Running inside, it's Spencer. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And this offense comes out 1st down, tries to run the football, no answer. 2nd down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
He's got the tight end. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Punt is on its way. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Rebels offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast.
There's a crease. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Makes the quick grab. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have working the middle of the field.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Crawford. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your...
Going for it all. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can...
Maybe some room here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
With the catch, it's Cobb. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Crawford. Good timing on the quick out. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
It's a He picks it up, still on his feet.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We reach the break, and UNLV is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with a screen, but they'll be facing a fourth down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Orji. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to...
Touchdown, Red Wolves! Stealing a score on special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Snagged it, and there's running room. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Spencer. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is
all by himself down the middle. The 30, the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Irvin. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Orji. He tries to take the top off. Goes high to pull it in. Breaks into the open. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The run inside. It's Thomas. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Got a man. It's Bush. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Owens. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
Takes it on the return, and he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Little. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And the Red Wolves can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got him. Strong, firm tackle. The Red Wolves will hustle to the line. They want to run this quarterback. It's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Absolutely perfect. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Running inside. It's Thomas. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's going to throw deep right side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arkansas State ready to get this drive going. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Gonna let it fly. He's got it way down the field. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Orji. Under fire. And they got it.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Here comes the heat. Going deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking for a big play. Upstairs to make the catch. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. But you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Back to throw, it's Owens. Now improvising. On the run, deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Dances away. The throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what, that pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Shakes off the defender. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Just feeds the running back. Powers through the defender. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Arkansas State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
UNLV 14.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Orji. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Maybe a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there.
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
14.
Coming out with it, it's Irvin. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Thomas. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, though.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Touchdown, Rebels. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. First down for this offense. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The run inside. It's Thomas. Going the other way, and he's got room.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Inside the 25. Finding some room. Touchdown, Vegas. Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Dropping back, it's Dickey. Using the quick game. Gives him the big stiff arm. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Burris. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Red Wolves will have it 1st and 10. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Now on first down from the 30. Wants to throw it again, and why not? A little release to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Sometimes when you play man coverage on the back, man, sometimes your eyes get lost and you start looking at the quarterback. He didn't lose vision on his man. He saw him break, he broke with him, broke on the football, and did a great job getting there and being physical and getting that guy on the ground.
Quarterback keep.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.